What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. Alright, so today is going to be like a little walk around video. I actually might take you for a rip in Miss Huff and show you the really loud straight pipe that's on it right now. But mainly, this video I want to show you guys the recent work I've done on Miss Huff since the Evergreen video that you guys saw last time. So as you can see here, that is a custom roof spoiler made by my good friend Aaron Glendon. So we were messing around with our 740s, trying to get them prepped for ice racing this weekend. So we're leaving tonight actually. A big crew of 740s. We got 5 740s, bunch of different kind of trim packages, 16 valve cars, manual, turbo, turbo 8 valve wagons, bunch of different stuff. So that's gonna be really fun. That video is gonna be coming out in the next week or so, so stay tuned for that. But no, so here's the roof spoiler that the Aaron made for it. And I'm really stoked how it turned out. I've always wondered what a roof spoiler would look like on a 740 sedan. And yeah, there you go. That's kind of it. It gives it a little more sporty look, I guess. Pretty cool. I'm digging it, that's for sure. We did rivet it on, so it's sheet metal aluminum, 1/8 inch thick. And then we riveted it on, put silicone so it's not leaking. I know it's a little bit crude, but Miss Huff isn't exactly a collector 740 by any means. So this roof spoiler is probably going to stay on for the rest of its life, unless something like a tree falls on it or something like that. But anyway, so I guess while I'm at it, I'll show you guys the repairs that I did on Miss Huff since the Evergreen event, where I got quite the dent in the door. So yeah, it's probably not going to be permanently like this. I'll eventually get around to putting a new door in it. But I figure just in the meantime, I'll go with kind of like the battle scar look. And yeah, so what we did, if you guys remember from last video, the quarter panel got pushed in really far, like probably a good 6 inches or so. So what we did is we got the porta power. So if you guys don't know what that tool is, it's like a cylinder that compresses or extends outwards and basically can push things. So we put wood up against the trans tunnel, then put the porta power up against where the door mounts here on the door pillar, and basically just pushed it out. And it's not perfect yet by any means, but the porta power didn't have any more power in it. So it kind of stopped there and wouldn't go any further. But it's pretty good. The door even closes still, which is crazy. Like the hinges weren't too busted up, surprisingly. Yeah, so what I did, nothing in the door to get it all dented back. It was super pushed in, so I had to cut all the insides out of it. So right now it doesn't have a window, and you can open it from the inside, but you got to go like that. So it's kind of janky, really janky, let's say. But yeah, at least it like looks okay. I put a piece of plexiglass, just temporary, in the window. So that'll do to keep the rain out for now. It's a little janky. I probably should have went thicker and properly drilled in, because I got a couple cracks right here and here. But oh well, what can you do? That's not the end of the world. It looks pretty badass, I must say. Yeah, I just got these wheels actually. So those are my really good winters for ice racing. I'm going to be bombing up there with those. So we got a 3.5 or about a 3-hour drive up to the ice race track. And yeah, the Coquihalla, we're probably going to be taking one of the gnarliest like highways in Canada, really snowy. So it's going to be a crew of 5 740s and actually one 240. Darcy is bringing her 240. Yeah, so we're all going to be bombing up, and it's going to be super, super sick. I'm stoked. I think there's a little bit of crud on the lens here. There we go. So yeah, these are actually 14-inch wheels, guys. I usually run 15s on my car. That's my preferred size of wheel for a 740. But yeah, these are 14s, and because the winter tires I had were 14s, I got lucky and found these like wide 14-inch Steelies. I think they're like American racing, probably from the 1980s or 90s. But yeah, they look pretty good in my opinion. So for those of you that are new to my channel and this is the first video that you're watching, yeah, this is Miss Huff. It's got a Volvo K-Cam in it and a standalone ECU. So I'll be quick about this, so we can go for a rip in it, and I'll let you guys hear the beautiful straight pipe sound of an NA B230F motor. So yeah, I got the Recaro in there. It's got the blue pinstripe interior, which is pretty cool. That's a cool feature to it. And if we look under the hood here, oh, actually, for all my subscribers that do watch my channel often, I forgot to make a video of this. And honestly, I apologize right now. I should have been making a video of when we made the roof spoiler and when we bashed the door out and stuff. But both times I forgot my camera and I already drove half an hour, so I didn't want to drive back. And, you know, anyways, I'm showing it to you now. So actually, this is an old IPD strut tower bar. So these are discontinued. They don't make them anymore, but I got them off a car that I parted out, and I actually got the lower chassis brace down there too. So yeah, it's feeling pretty stiff, nice and tight, good to go. And yeah, that's about it. So Miss Huff made 120 wheel, 144 foot-pounds. That was the best run on the dyno video. Our best run was like 118 or something like that. But yeah, it's not too bad. So if you guys are still wondering what my plans are for Miss Huff, I'm definitely still planning on going with a shaved head, port the head, a little more flow in there, and I'm going to do a KL racing header. I got a good friend from Sweden that we're going to make a deal, trade a bunch of parts, and he's going to include a KL racing header. So that'll be the 421 style, and I'll probably shave the head about 2 millimeters. I can keep the stock timing belt then. I won't have to get a new tensioner pulley. And yeah, so that should be fun. It's pretty fun right now though, to be honest. It's a good time, just enough power to have fun. Miss Huff does have a 410 rear end in it from a 16 valve car, so that definitely spiced it up a bit. And yeah, so before I bore you guys too much more, how about we go for a little rip in the Huff and give you guys an idea of how this thing sounds from the interior. If I look under here, this is where I cut the exhaust off. Not too sure if you can see it, if there's enough light, but right there. So it's right before the axle. And I will say this, yeah, I can definitely smell some exhaust fumes. They're kind of not really coming up into the interior as long as you leave the windows closed and you got your heat pumping. But if you idle sitting there in one place for a while, you can definitely smell some shit. So anyways, let's go for a rip. All right, guys, so with the standalone, it's a little hard on cold start. It's really cold out right now, probably like 1 or 2 degrees. Oh, there she goes. That lumpy K-cam. And actually with the white injectors, and we raised the idle to about 1,000 to 1,100, it doesn't have that typical K-cam lope that you usually get. It's still pretty smooth. I'll get out of the car. I'll let you listen to it from out here. It sounds like a tractor. Fuck, that's a cool looking car. It's pretty low in the front. But yeah, so you could only imagine under wide open throttle what this is gonna sound like. So let's go do that. Let's do a little bit of a lawn chair. A lawn chair. So there you go, guys. That's that's how it sounds. I will say this is temporary, this exhaust setup, that's for sure. It's pretty ear bleeding. I'm gonna have a great time driving 3 hours with it rumbling in my ear. So I think once I do like the header and the shaved head and stuff, I'm probably going to end up going with a side pipe. I won't have it full straight pipe, but to be honest, I do like the really loudness of it. So I'll probably just go with like a cherry bomb or like some really loud muffler, something of that sort. Just not quite straight pipe. That's a little bit too aggressive. So anyways, guys, that's basically the video. Actually, one more thing I wanted to mention. So as you can see, we got the Post-Haste Performance decal on there. So I'm going to be actually working at Post-Haste here and there, part-time, doing some wrenching stuff. So if you guys need any sort of tunes, car work, Dan basically does it all there at Post-Haste. So give him a shout, look him up on Google, Facebook, Instagram, all those kind of things. So anyways, guys, that's kind of the video. So stay tuned for the ice racing video. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. 5 740s. We're up there the whole weekend, so we're going to be doing lots of shenanigans. I'll try to make a video of the whole adventure, basically, kind of like Roadkill does. Shout out to Freiberger and Finnegan. Those guys are absolute beasts. So yeah, anyways, that's basically it. Like and subscribe for raging Volvo erections. Peace out, guys.